In today's video, I want to be sharing with you this vintage Playskool toy. This was from 1971, and this was called the Playskool Lockup Zoo Cage and Play People. It was number 394, and this style of Play People, which Playskool was had as the competitor of the Fisher-Price Little People, this series they would call Tyke World. And if you look, we'll start with the people. Here's the mom and dad, and they're wood and they're in plastic bodies. And often when you find them, their limbs are broken off. They're just kind of an awkward shape. And the limbs were easily broken off once the child was bending these people too much, or one time too many. There's the zoo itself had 4 different animals, and what was nice about it was, I think the high point was, you had the locks, so that was kind of neat. And 2 of the doors would open up straight, and then the other 2 opposite would be on sliders, but I'll show you that in a minute. And you have the cage, so that you had the particle boards, and you had plastic here, and then your bottom board, the base, was like a very strong piece of wood. I'll show you once the cage is empty. And then you had the 4 different animals that were also made out of plastic and wood. I remember playing with this with my sister. Had gotten this one year for Christmas, and it just really couldn't hold a candle to the little people, or at least in my opinion. We really, the little people were awesome. But there was just a limited, after the doors, it seemed like there was just limited play potential, and then the awkwardness of the animals and the people. And it really doesn't, these Playskool pieces usually don't show up quite as much as, nowhere near as much as the Fisher-Price pieces. Over here, we've got the lion, and this cage, it still has the lock, which is nice. But then this cage has the sliding doors. And then you can see where it's got the very heavy plywood on the bottom. And then over here, and we have, who's here? The bear. And the other thing about this is Tyke World and these zoo animals, they had a lot of extension packages, and they also had a game board. It was truly a game board to serve as like your base in the zoo. But that piece had already sold. I had sold that quite a while ago, but I'll have to do some of the videos on the extension packs that were similar to this. Like there was a tiger cage or something like that, that were similar to this. And then lastly, you've got your purple elephant, and you're back to another plastic lock and key, or no key, but plastic lock. And then you can see again, there's great graphics on this. I love the colors, very eye-catching, very sturdy piece. And then the bottom is just a very sturdy piece of plywood. So that was just what I wanted to share with you today. And in the next few days, I'll probably be putting up some more videos on companion pieces that I have for this series. And that was the Playskool Lock Up Zoo Cage and People, number 394 from 1971. Thank you.